When I'm outsourcing items, there are a lot of reasons I might pass over an item and not pick it up, but the item being fragile, large, heavy, breakable is never a reason to leave profits at the thrift store. I want you to have the same confidence when you come across these hard to ship items. For that reason, I've put together my 5 best shipping hacks in today's video. Promise me if you learned something today, you're gonna hit that like button and ensure that you are subscribed. With no further ado, let's get straight into it. Counting backwards, here's my number 5 shipping hack. While many seasoned resellers may already know this hack, there are a lot of new resellers who may not, but I bet there are a few of you guys who've been reselling for a while who weren't aware you can get extra discounts on pirate ship that simply are no longer available on eBay. USPS used to have an option known as a regional rate box. There were regional rate A boxes and regional rate B boxes. While those no longer exist, we don't have to get into the exact details of them, although I do have a video if for some reason you want to know historically how you used those. The premise of those boxes was a cubic rate. They were one size box. Whatever you could fit into that box up to a certain weight was going to ship at 2-pound or 4-pound rate. Cubic rate is an outstanding option that eBay does not give us. So what is cubic rate and how do you get that discount? Let's take a look at an example, a recent sale that I had. I sold 20 of these Cat's Meow houses. Now, these houses are really just painted wooden blocks. And as you can imagine, 20 of these got to be pretty heavy. They weighed over 7 pounds, but these are fairly small. For that reason, I was able to fit 20 of these plus their packaging into a USPS shoebox that is a 7 by 5 by 14 size box. But the box was quite heavy. At over 6 pounds, it was going to go at a 7-pound rate on USPS. I had only charged the buyer $12 in shipping, so when eBay gave me a shipping label, $23.98, I knew I needed to head straight to pirate ship and see if cubic rate would be a good option for this one. Cubic rate essentially considers the volume of the package that you're mailing. So in my case, it was 7 inches by 14 inches by 5 inches. That was a relatively small box compared with how much it weighed. So another good example would be if you were shipping a brick. It was very small, but it's gonna weigh a lot. Sure enough, when I got on pirate ship and checked it out, it only cost me $10.53 to mail the same package that eBay wanted almost $24 for. Cubic rate is not available on eBay. You're not gonna find it as an option. But the good news is pirate ship offers free accounts. You can integrate it seamlessly with your eBay. That is, when I pull up my pirate ship account, all of my eBay orders are right there. I can click the ones that I want to ship and I can get discounted rates displayed right there. I'm located in the middle of the country, so cubic rate is about the only time I see a lot of savings on pirate ship versus eBay's already very low discount. That being said, I know a lot of sellers on the East Coast that benefit from low UPS rates when selling golf clubs and really long and large items. For that reason, it's at least worth checking out. Again, cubic rate is going to be most beneficial when you are mailing something that is small but very heavy. Typical USPS pricing is going to be based on the item's weight and not the size of the box, where cubic rate looks at the fact that you're only taking up this much space in the postal truck and you will get a discount. Please, if you do nothing else from this video, ensure that you have a pirate ship account. The video is not sponsored by them. I'm not a pirate ship affiliate. I get nothing from you heading over to pirate ship and making sure you have an account. My number 4 tip, you're gonna look back in retrospect after this and think, why didn't I ever think of that? So please share this video with another reseller who may think the same thing about some of these tips. As another example, let's say you have this small package, it's headed out to California. Unless you live in California, Oregon, or Washington, California is like the curse of where to ship for. I'm sorry if you're a Californian. I'm sorry. It's really expensive to get stuff to you guys. So when people in California, or let's say it's worse, let's say it's Washington or Oregon, they order something, even if the item is going ground advantage, or when we still had first class, if the item was going first class, there was still a chance it could be up to $9 to mail something that was under a pound. So let's just say that the item that is in here is over a pound and it's gonna cost me $9 to ship it to California. You wanna know how to get an immediate discount? I know there are a lot of sellers who consider these bags to be only for clothing. Let's say that the item that's in this box is expensive. Let's say it's even an expensive watch perhaps. You don't want it to be inside of a bag. So box it up however you normally would. Ensure that it's safe, it's ready for the mail, just like this. But when you see the second a small package, small enough to fit into one of these bubble mailers, the second that thing is over, what is it, $8.30, $8.50, let's say this package goes $9 or more. The second that happens in the box, it doesn't have to be this small, it just have to be small enough to fit inside this bubble mailer. Pop it in here for an immediate discount. An immediate discount. You know Harry Potter's veil, like his cloak of invisibility? Consider this the cloak of discount for USPS, okay? If whatever thing that you're mailing is over $9 and it'll fit inside of one of these, and you'd be surprised what all will fit inside of this. I know a watch box would fit in here. Just plop it in there. You're not giving up anything. If anything, it's extra protected now because you now have this poly mailer plastic, you have more bubble wrap. There's no chance that any of the mail carriers are gonna leave this on the truck and not recognize that it's USPS priority mail. And these are a flat rate no matter where you ship them to. You got a tiny little box and it's going to Hawaii, to Alaska, to Puerto Rico. It's like your cloak of invisibility. Like, I know, like, why haven't we been thinking of this all along? But wait, if the box is small enough, we have an even deeper discount because if it fits, it indeed ships. USPS guidelines on their website state that as long as this closes within its normal manufactured folds, you can indeed ship anything in here. I know a lot of people look at these paper envelopes and they consider these are for documents only, and I know some postal workers would even tell you that. Now, this particular one, if I go to close this, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble, a little bit of problem. You see how that's not really wanting to close? Well, so what do you do in this situation? I'm glad you asked. That's hack number 3. Here we go. On its own, this indeed does not want to fit in the box. So I'm going to walk you through a little tutorial about how to kind of reshape this of sorts and still keep all of its original folds and closures so that you can ship more of a box shape item in these paper envelopes for under $8 via USPS. All right, so we've got this large box that needs to go into this paper mailer. First thing I want you to do is take note of where the barcode is. About halfway up the barcode or halfway through the barcode, I am going to make a fold. It doesn't have to be perfect. Make this fold as straight as you can. If you want to be extra, you can take it back and fold it the other way. Actually, you probably should do that. Who doesn't want to be extra? Again, take note that we're folding halfway through the barcode here, all right? So now we have our original envelope, but it's been folded. Watch this. Once I open this up, take the original box and push it down in here, I now have a bottom of sorts. There's now a bottom to this box. You can create some dog ear corners here at this point if you wanted to. And you have basically recreated this paper envelope to be a paper box. There's no problem closing with it in its original folds now. And once the box is in there, you can even pop those corners back out if you'd like to. And look at that. I got that box inside the envelope without any struggle. Now I'm shipping that same box that might have been $9 or $10. Then I got it under $9, $8.30, and now we're shipping for less than $8 because I fit it inside. Another cloak of invisibility discount for USPS. Ooh, a little interruption in today's video. I don't have a sponsor for today's video, so I'm sponsoring today's video, and I wanted to show you guys these amazing little wooden ornaments or hang tags. I have one of these hanging from the rear view mirror in my car. I have yet to, but I'm going to put some essential oils on the back and see if I can fragrance the whole car with that. But the coolest thing is that they say, treat your business like your business. These are designed by yours truly and custom laser engraved by a local artisan within my community. Guys, I have 74 of these listed over on my Whatnot store. I will include the link down below. They are $9, really cool merch for the channel. A lot of people who have bought these have hung them somewhere in their office, at their shipping station, at their listing station. The possibilities are endless. And I will tell you, one friend of mine snapped the top off of it, put a magnet on the back, and hung it on her refrigerator. Another really great idea. The shipping hack coming in second place on today's list is definitely one that is going to get you shipping breakables and fragiles more confidently, because I'm telling you, if you do this correctly, I'm going to say your items have a 50% greater chance of arriving at their destination unbroken. Check this out. For this illustration, let's say that I am shipping this fragile glass music box. Uh-oh, we did not ask for a concert. Sorry about that. I had to let her finish singing. So we're going to take this fragile music box and I don't know, let's just say you've got it all wrapped up in bubble wrap, and then, she's singing again. And then you wrap it even in a bigger bubble wrap, whatever. You do your due diligence and you get this thing packaged in this great package. Now, I would absolutely do a better job of packaging that, but just for the sake of this hack and moving things along, I'm just using that bubble wrap. I'm actually about to show you something that works a lot, exponentially better than that. But during this hack, let's just say this is your package. Now, if this goes tumbling down the line at USPS, and they do tumble head over heels down the line, and let's just say a disgruntled worker might punch that package. Let's say it gets stepped on. We have about this much padding any direction before that music box gets damaged. Let me show you the better thing to do with a fragile item. Box it up in the package as if you were going to mail out just this box. We're going to take some packing paper and basically float this box inside of a larger box. What you would do now is fill in all around this and on top of this and close it up. And again, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to take the time to fill all these voids, but you would do that with your packing material of choice. Fill the voids to where this inner box is floating now inside this outer box. You close that up, and now this is the package that you actually ship. Now, when this package goes tumbling down the line or gets hit or kicked or ran over by the mail truck, there are quite a few inches any direction before that fragile item would even begin to be damaged. You know that $12 special handling that you can add to USPS items? I feel like this is even better than that. This is a package for your package. And if you ensure that this outer package is under a cubic foot, that is 12 by 12 by 12, for USPS, you always want to ensure it's under a cubic foot or you're gonna see high increases. If you ensure that, you can still send this priority at a fantastic price. You're not gonna see a huge jump from what the size this box was to the size this box is. If you do see a huge jump, don't use priority mail packaging. Use a plain brown box and send it USPS Ground Advantage. We are about to discuss the most revolutionary, mind-blowing shipping hack I've ever discovered and presented in the history of the channel. We're going to talk about the shipping material that is better than packing paper, better than small bubble wrap, better than large bubble wrap, better than, what are these called? Air pillows, better even than this styrofoam that I get a lot of stuff in the mail. The package is full of foam, better than packing peanuts. Before I tell you what the material is, tell me that you're subscribed to the channel, because this information is free, and that is the only way that I ever ask you guys to support the channel, is to be subscribed to the channel. YouTube is telling me something like 60% of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe, I'll wait, and I'm gonna share with you the hack that helped me ship $600 worth of vintage fine china from Missouri to California, and I didn't bat an eye. I didn't stress out. It didn't raise my blood pressure. I knew it was gonna get there safe and sound. Check this out. Whatever you're thinking, you're probably wrong. It's this foam mattress pad. This twin size mainstays mattress pad just cost me $12 at Walmart. I will link below to the exact one that I use. Let me show you guys exactly how I use this. And I feel like I'm gonna get a lot more protection and a lot more use out of this than I would $12 worth of bubble wrap or any other packing material. This stuff is genius. So I have opened up the mattress pad, laid it out, and I just cut a section off and cut that in half. So I now have 2 squares of mattress pad. Also, what I have are these really, can you hear that? These fine crystal frosted glass mid-century goblets. She's crystal, she sings. We're gonna package this up as if I'm sending this across the country, and we're gonna do a couple drop test and package test, and I assure you they're gonna be epic. I am just gonna wrap this goblet up, ensure that all sides are covered, and then fold one side over the top and the other over the bottom so that it's really encapsulated by the foam.
To be honest with you, I feel like this could survive a cross-country trip just in this box, but I am going to follow my own instruction and float it inside of another box. But you know what? I'm going to make a second box with the goblet that I have here on the side, and we're going to see if it could survive not floating inside the second box. Like, how good is this mattress pad actually? But this is exactly how I would ship it out.
I can't truly test these packages like I'd like to at the house, so Drew and I are gonna go on a little field trip. This is gonna be fun. You'll hold the camera for me, right?
No, I'm gonna break the package.
What? You'll hold the camera for me, right?
No.
Will you hold the camera for me? Will you hold the camera for me?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Cameraman! Like, that's cool and all, but could these packages and these wine glasses survive being tossed from the top of a viaduct onto a moving vehicle? I'm kidding, guys. Like, seriously, what you think I'm a moron? We're not gonna do that. But we are going to take these packages and have a little bit of fun at the park. Why did you do that? Here, take this one.
Is that good? Is that good for you?
All right, let's get these things picked up. I think they've seen better days. Open them up, Drew.
A little bit of grass stain. It's not much.
You have to take the whole thing out.
Oh. It's the moment of truth.
Ta-da!
Hey, it's whole.
Okay, but this one wasn't as well protected. I sure hope you guys appreciated that one, because like there's other people here at this park. This car here and this guy here. They watched the whole thing, and I just told Drew, I was like, whatever they think that we were out there doing, they're wrong.
Or they're right.
No, there's no way they were like, oh, I bet those two are making a shipping hack video for eBay shipping for YouTube. Like,
no, they're acting like idiots, kicking boxes around. They're right.
I have to give credit where credit is due. That last hack actually was thought of in part by my son. When he was in like 7th or 8th grade, they had an egg drop experiment, and he had to think of a way to drop the egg from the 2nd story of a building and have it survive. His little engineer mind thought of encasing the egg between 2 carved out sponges. And when I saw that the egg in fact remained whole, I thought, how can I implement that into my shipping policies? What can I do on a large scale that would simulate the sponge in that egg drop experiment? And they say we're never going to use middle school science. You are absolutely going to use your middle school science. I hope you guys have learned something in today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please be sure to like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you don't miss future videos. Thanks again so much for watching. God bless, and remember, treat your business like your business.